Many upcoming high-profile films have already scheduled their debuts, and some have even released trailers to the public at large. Unfortunately, some of them also look pretty lame. You heard it here first, these are fated to be the worst movies of 2019. All the most popular stage musicals eventually get adapted into films. They're well known enough for studios to take a chance on them, they almost always score an Oscar nom or two, and they give musical fans who don't live in New York a rare chance to enjoy them. In 2019, another well-known musical will hit movie screens. And no, sadly, it's not Hamilton. It's Cats. Debuting on Broadway in 1982, Cats is a loosely plotted show based on a book of poetry by T.S. Eliot, which is about, well, cats. Singing, dancing, frolicking, homeless cats. Cats' original run ended in 2000, and Hollywood has finally figured out a way to do this show, but not via animation like you might expect. No, it seems the stars of the movie, who include Taylor Swift, Ian McKellen, Jennifer Hudson, and James Corden, are going to actually dress up in cat costumes. So does this have any prayer of being the next musical to clean up at the Oscars? Not meow, not ever. It just wouldn't be a new year without another movie in which an angry Liam Neeson tracks and kills a small army of bad guys who did him wrong. Following the 3 Taken movies, Run All Night, The Commuter, and many, many more comes Cold Pursuit. This time, Neeson shows off his very particular set of skills as a mild-mannered Rocky Mountain snowplow driver named Nelson, who is forced into action when his son is killed by a drug cartel. Unfortunately, Neeson has done the same movie so many times that it's starting to get a little embarrassing.
Then why would I do it?
Because there would be a reward.
One thing in Cold Pursuit's favor, however, is that it's based on a pretty good Norwegian dark comedy called In Order of Disappearance. It's just a shame they seem to have drained all the humor out of it. In The Beach Bum, the always cool and totally chill Matthew McConaughey plays a beach-loving stoner named Moondog. And no, despite what you might remember, this movie doesn't already exist. Maybe you're thinking of Surfer Dude?
It's not a job, surfer.
Not really.
While the title and details make it sound like a straight-to-video National Lampoon-branded boorish comedy from the early 90s, it's actually an indie movie, albeit one directed by Harmony Korine, mostly known for more unsettling projects such as Kids and Gummo. At least the cast is likable. Zac Efron plays a dude named Flicker, Snoop Dogg portrays someone genuinely named Lingerie, and Martin Lawrence makes an appearance as Captain Whack. Roll on awards season. The Rambo movies may hold claim to the film franchise that has veered the furthest from its original intent. The first entry in the series, First Blood, was the harrowing and tragic story of a PTSD-stricken Vietnam War veteran starring Sylvester Stallone in what was probably his finest and most nuanced work since the original Rocky. Then came the second one, and everything changed.
The war won't stop with First Blood Part 2. It will escalate to Rambo 3, which should really be called Rambo 2 First Blood Part 3. But the Rambo titles never made sense.
The political climate of the 1980s fueled an explosion of action movies that celebrated American patriotism and hardcore violence, and so the subsequent First Blood sequels had the same broken man become a muscle-bound, machine-gun-wielding one-man army who routinely shoots up entire villages full of terrorists.
Live for nothing, or die for something.
Stallone's career has been reinvigorated in recent years thanks to the success of old-school action franchise The Expendables, as well as his Oscar nomination for the role of Rocky Balboa in Creed. As part of this victory lap, Stallone has decided to go and make the completely unnecessary Rambo 5. This time, Rambo faces off against a drug cartel. Odds are he'll come out on top, which is an impressive feat considering both Stallone and his character are well over 70 years old. The rhythm section is pretty much exactly like Peppermint, 2018's moderately successful Taken ripoff starring Jennifer Garner. This one stars Gossip Girl veteran Blake Lively as Stephanie Patrick, a woman who slowly and methodically tracks down a bunch of bad guys because she just knows they're responsible for the plane crash that killed her family. Lively is no stranger to an action thriller, having starred in 2016's The Shallows, but it's hard to get worked up about this. And the best part? It's based on a book series, so you can probably count on a sequel or 6 somewhere down the line.